Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful and timeless books ever written, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, stressed, or unsure of your path in life, you're in for a treat. Meditations is a guide to peace, wisdom, and resilience that's been transforming lives for over 2,000 years. It's written by a Roman emperor who, despite ruling one of the largest empires in history, managed to live a life of profound inner calm. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How could an emperor from ancient Rome possibly relate to us in today's world? But I promise you, the wisdom Marcus shares is as relevant today as it was back then. In this video, we're going to break down some of the key lessons from Meditations. And trust me, these lessons can change the way you think about challenges, success, and your inner peace. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's take a deep dive into the mind of one of history's greatest thinkers, who was Marcus Aurelius. Before we jump into the lessons of Meditations, let's take a moment to understand who Marcus Aurelius was. He wasn't just any philosopher. He was a Roman emperor, the ruler of an empire that stretched across Europe, Asia, and North Africa. He faced wars, betrayals, political intrigue, and even personal loss. And yet, through all this, Marcus Aurelius was a man of deep reflection who turned to Stoic philosophy to guide his leadership and personal life. What makes meditation so unique is that it wasn't written for the public. It wasn't meant to be a book or a lecture. It was his personal journal, a space where he could remind himself of his principles, check himself when he was losing his way, and reflect on the challenges of life. And it's because of this intimate, raw nature of the writing that the wisdom in meditation speaks to us so deeply. It's like reading someone's private thoughts on how to be your best self in a world full of chaos. The power of control, what you can and cannot control. One of the most powerful lessons in meditations is the idea of control. Marcus frequently reminds himself that the only thing he can truly control is his own mind, thoughts, and actions. Everything else, the weather, other people's behavior, even the outcome of events, is out of his hands. And this insight is the foundation of Stoic philosophy. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Marcus says in Book 2, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. When he says this, he's not promoting fear or anxiety. Instead, it's a wake-up call to remind us that our time here is limited. So why waste it stressing over things beyond our control? When we stop trying to control external circumstances and focus on our own thoughts and reactions, we immediately free ourselves from unnecessary frustration. Takeaway for you. The next time you feel stressed or upset, pause and ask yourself, can I control this situation, or can I control my response? Focus on the latter. That's where true peace comes from. Embracing life's impermanence. Don't wait for tomorrow. Another powerful theme in meditations is the awareness of life's impermanence. Marcus often reflects on how quickly life passes and how death is a natural part of existence. Rather than being something to fear, he encourages himself to accept it and live fully in the present. In Book 4, he writes, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. It's not a call to live recklessly, but rather to live with purpose and intention, knowing that each day is a gift. The fact that we don't know how much time we have left is the very thing that should motivate us to live meaningfully. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle, waiting for the right time, delaying our dreams, or procrastinating. But Marcus reminds us that now is the time to act. There's no guarantee that tomorrow will come, so make the most of today. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, or just finding peace in the moment, live now. Takeaway for you, life is short. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start living your best life. Start today. Now, the importance of virtue, what really matters. Another core theme in meditations is the idea of virtue. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminds himself that true happiness doesn't come from wealth, fame, or power. It comes from living a virtuous life, being wise, just, courageous, and self-disciplined. For Marcus, these were the qualities that defined a life well lived, not external success or recognition. In Book 6, he writes, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This is a reminder that we cannot control how others act, but we can control our response. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment when someone wrongs us, we have the power to stay true to our values, responding with calm, justice, and integrity. Living virtuously doesn't mean being perfect. It means doing your best to align your actions with your highest values, even when life challenges you. In a world that often values superficial things like money, status, and appearance, Marcus teaches us that inner character and integrity are the only things worth truly striving for. Takeaway for you: if you want to live a fulfilling life, focus on developing your character. Whether it's through honesty, kindness, or self control, let virtue guide you. The external world can't take away your inner peace if you live true to your principles. Adversity is an opportunity for growth. Now, here's a game changer. Marcus Aurelius teaches that adversity is not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Life will inevitably throw challenges our way, but instead of seeing them as obstacles, Marcus encourages us to see them as opportunities for growth. In Book 4, he writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This concept is mind-blowing. The very thing that seems like an obstacle is actually the thing that can propel us forward. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn, and to build character. For example, think about a challenge you're facing right now. Instead of wishing it would go away, ask yourself, how can this challenge help me become a better version of myself? What can I learn from this? This shift in perspective is incredibly empowering. When we stop fearing adversity and start seeing it as a stepping stone, we unlock our true potential. Takeaway for you: embrace the challenges in your life as opportunities to grow. Don't avoid discomfort. Use it to become stronger, smarter, and more resilient. When you face obstacles, remember, what stands in your way can become the way to your greatest success. Living according to nature, trust the process. One of Marcus Aurelius's most profound insights is his belief in living in accordance with nature. For Marcus, this wasn't just about living in harmony with the natural world, but also about understanding that everything in life, including our struggles, has a purpose. When we accept the natural flow of things, both good and bad, we stop resisting and start living with greater peace. In Book 7, he writes, "What is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee." He's reminding himself that he is part of a larger system, and everything that happens, whether it seems good or bad, is part of the grand design of life. Trusting this process allows us to stay calm in difficult times, knowing that life is unfolding just as it's meant to. We may not always understand why things happen, but by trusting that life has a greater purpose, we can find peace even in chaos. Takeaway for you: life has its ups and downs, and sometimes things won't go the way you want them to. But trust that everything is happening for a reason, and trust the process. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Conclusion. So there you have it. The incredible wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Meditations. This book is more than just a collection of thoughts from an ancient emperor. It's a timeless guide to living a life of peace, purpose, and resilience. By focusing on what we can control, living with virtue, embracing adversity, and trusting the process, we can all become the best versions of ourselves, no matter what life throws our way. So the next time you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or unsure of your path, remember the lessons from Marcus. Take a deep breath, focus on what you can control, and know that you have everything within you to handle whatever comes your way. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content. Remember, you have the power to shape your life, just like Marcus Aurelius did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.